Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Estes Kefauver, United States Senator from Tennessee. You're about to see a motion picture that strikes close to the heart of a problem that is the tragic concern of a special Senate committee upon which I serve, a committee investigating problems of juvenile delinquency in our times. All too often recently, you've seen the black headlines in your newspaper. Wolf pack strikes again. Teenage hoodlums wreck school. 3 youths beat aged man to death. It's happened here in Washington, in virtually all of our big cities, and in some not so large. We are looking and we are looking hard for the answers. We think we've found some of them. We do know this. We know that when young people become angry and violent, it affects the whole community, your town and mine. It sets up an ugly chain reaction. Grown-ups, especially those innocent victims of youthful outrages, become angry too. Yes, anger breeds anger, until finally it sweeps over all age groups. Here now is the story of how one police department in a great American city fought to bring this destructive human fire under control.
This is Chicago, my city, home for nearly 4 million people. I'm proud of it. It's got everything Chicago has: a lake, tall buildings, parks, museums, big stores, and big business. Like every other city, we've got our problems too. Yes, there are slums. Too many people crowded together, too close. The price of growing too fast. That's not good for kids. Some kids need room to work off steam, so they take to the city streets. The streets become a second home, a playground, a club, a breeding place of young violence. It's a new kind of war for all police officers, the growing struggle with the young criminals. A war in which we don't want to kill the enemy, where we want to help and understand, if only they'll let us. Night in the city is the worst time.
Please, please.
How many times have I done this before? Walked innocent victims through here. Take a look. Here are the kids who prowl the night in packs. Full house lately and getting worse. Tim Wilson, all of 18 but old beyond his years, charged with ADW. That's assault with a deadly weapon. Laid open a storekeeper's head with a rusty pipe. Giovanni Sisteri, reported incorrigible. That's a legal term for a kid who's bad beyond correction. The Carlson brothers. They like smashing school windows, wrecking their own classrooms. Tony Larrabee, an old hand at truancy, 18 and a half. Likes to tamper with the U.S. mails. And the crime rate is going up all over the country. For every adult who breaks the law, there are 7 kids who commit a crime. Rough odds, 7 to 1. They aren't my figures, they're the FBI's. Pedro Sanchez and Tulio Marcel. They go after sleeping vagrants on park benches, torture their victims with lit cigarettes. They miss nothing. Larceny, runaway minor, home conflict, forgery, sex offense.
No, none of them here.
We'll do what we can.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Captain. Can I ask a question?
Certainly.
Why me, Captain Lynn? Why should a gang of kids I never saw before gang up on me? I wasn't looking for trouble. I'm not a well man. They could have killed me. Why would they want to hurt me? Why?
I don't know why, Mr. Brennan. If I did, I could do something about it.
What did you do that for?
I felt like it, so.
Next thing you know, cops will be coming around.
Come on, who says we did it? Come on, let's do something. I'll go you around.
That's too hot.
Come on. Come on.
Tricky here feels kind of itchy tonight or something.
Get partner. Why don't you go on? Dead, Ed.
As soon at the club, Jamie.
Dead. I had money to go to the Aragon tonight.
I could dance like Fred Astaire, I'd be in a movie.
Come on, let's do something. Come on, Frank, push for pennies.
I got no money. Not till the old man gets home.
Are you kidding? The only thing he'll bring home is a hangover.
Hi, Tess. What's the good word?
You guys, you got nothing better to do than goof around.
We were waiting for you. We thought you might like to dance. Pete's got a lot of new records for the club.
You don't say. Well, now, why didn't you tell me? I'd have quit work earlier. Uh-uh. You know how many cups of coffee I just had today? 115. You know how many sandwiches I made up on toast and rye and whole wheat? Look, fella, little Tessie ain't bowling no jack until she's had a rest cure.
Do you think you'll be rested enough in time for the dance?
Tonight. What's the matter, Junior? You lose your state key?
If we had us a car, we could take a ride.
Yeah. Too bad Monty is out of town with his.
Hey, you think Papa let us borrow one again?
Why not? We do him a good turn sometime.
Sure.
Let's take a walk.
You're a nice guy, Pop.
You know I can't, Jamie. You said last time you wouldn't ask for another key.
Look here, Rummy, I got a big mitt.
You open the talk I'll get to an old man, Jamie.
Jamie, the name is Jamie.
That's what I said. You've got no respect, Jamie.
No, but you like the mooches for wine money, huh?
When did you give me money like this? It's been a long time, I'll tell you.
We'll take care of you, Pop. We'll take care as soon as things pick up, huh? So how about it? Be a nice guy. But the guy I don't know won't hurt him, huh?
All right. Guy don't live around here. He's sick.
That's better. Now you're cooperating.
It's a tan one over there.
There you
You're
go.
a real nice guy. That's so you'll remember to keep your mouth shut. Come on.
Let's go.
good. Me too.
Come on, let's do up some money, huh?
Hey, look. What are they so happy about?
We had a wonderful time. Didn't we, little John?
We're glad to have you any time, as long as you bring Johnny.
Hey, should I take the baby?
No, I'll carry him.
Well, isn't that wonderful, Elmer?
I don't know what you're going home so soon for. You only live a couple of blocks from here.
It's a work day tomorrow, remember? We don't own the gas station. We just work there.
What's so special at home?
Are you kidding?
Hey, maybe you better take her home. Come on, Mama. We're eavesdropping.
Oh, let's go!
Johnny!
Get a doctor, please!
Johnny!
How many were there? Mr. Bennett, how many were there? I'm not sure. When it threw the bottle, what did he look like? Long black hair, white face. I'd know him if I saw him again. Officer, why did they want to do that to me? They don't even know me. You hurt my baby, you gotta have some reason, don't you? Take it easy. Find him. Find him. We'll do what we can.
My baby's about the age of their kid. I'd sure like to find them.
Doesn't that make it personal?
Sure, it's personal. 16 years on the force and you still take on like the rookie I remember back in the old days. You seen tonight's paper? Chicago police, war on teenage wolf packs. What a field day. The whole country watching us.
All right, Matt. We find him, you can put him to sleep like a sack full of puppies.
You make it sound like the only social work I do comes out of the end of a nightstick. What break do they give anybody?
That's why they play for keeps. War on kids. They don't expect any better treatment.
They don't deserve it.
But we do. The Bennetts and people like us, more trained policemen to pick them out before they get started might have stopped them.
Mad dogs.
And while the baby fights for its life, the young criminals are ready for bed again. They'll be warm from drink. The pressures and tensions out of them for a while.
Again, the United Nations is faced with an impasse, but worse crises than this have been overcome in the past. Here at home, it was a tragic night in our streets. Only 2 hours ago, a vicious wolf pack composed of 4 boys attacked a young mother with an infant in arms. A whiskey bottle deliberately thrown from a car struck the child, causing a multiple skull fracture. The baby is given only a fighting chance at Cook County Hospital. I'm only a newscaster, but I've got a special message for you junior cowards, wherever you are. How do you feel now after your night's work? Conscience bother you? Well, bad dreams. For you're going to have them from now on.
For the police, it'll be a long night of search. Search for a lead, a clue. All the police machinery goes into high gear. All stations alerted.
Wanted for assault. The occupants of the following described vehicle. Tan Ford sedan, possible 1946 model. Suspects numbering 4 have not been identified, except for one who is described as having long black hair and pale complexion.
Traffic details take on an extra job. Find that car. There are sudden and abrupt shakedowns of possible suspects. Items like this are brought up in the net. A zip gun. Homemade, yet fires a real bullet. Can kill a man. Teams do street interrogations. They needle, question, probe. At headquarters, a lab technician works with a smashed whiskey bottle, patiently trying to build a clue from 1,000 fragments. Meanwhile, Sam Bennett pours through our police picture albums. A big book about kids who went wrong. Sam Bennett also gets the guided tour. Results? Nothing. All the while, a baby's life hangs in the balance.
Sam Bennett's out there.
Oh, send him in. Matt, have that marked.
Pretty good for homemade.
25 cents worth of debt. Think they'd use their ingenuity for something else.
I was hoping maybe he'd pick up those kids.
Have a seat.
My baby's dying.
Well, we're doing what we can. We blocked off this area street by street.
What good does it do if it doesn't bring them out in the open?
We'll find them.
Yeah, but when?
I don't deal in miracles, Sam. I know how you feel. We're making some progress.
Like what? Like drawing lines on a map?
Like being convinced it's the same gang who attacked another man just a few days ago. If they continue to operate in that area, we'll be waiting for them next time around. Until then, just relax.
I'd be calm about it. Every time I see the baby, every time I look at the doctor, I know he's holding back the truth. I get so I want to go tearing out and find him myself.
But you won't. This is no Western you're playing. We have laws and a police department. I don't want any citizen detectives getting in the way. Hello? Thank you. Come on, they picked up one of the kids.
All right, take your hats off and spread out.
Take your hands out of your pockets. How about it?
I don't think he was one of them.
Take your time.
There's so many of them, I can't be sure.
It's his car.
Well, lots of cars fit that description. The point is he the boy?
Must be. It's his car.
Let's look at the car again.
All right, turn around and face the wall.
That's the car I'd know it anywhere.
I didn't see him in a car.
The license plate was caked with mud and the taillight was off.
Turn it on.
Yes, sir.
Get on now.
Could have been fixed.
Could be it was never turned on. It could also be it was another car.
I don't care what anybody says. That was the car.
How old are you, Willie?
18, going on 19, sir.
Working?
No, sir, not the present time.
See you're getting unemployment insurance.
Yes, sir. Started it last week.
Still live at this same address?
Yes, sir.
What kind of work do you do?
I handle a spray gun for the Norwich Furniture Company. They laid me off. Oh, that's some jokes I wrote down so I wouldn't forget.
Now, I'm going to ask you to remember something you didn't write down.
Yes, sir.
Where were you Tuesday night? Say about 8 o'clock.
Sick. I had the virus.
You were at home?
Yes, sir. I had a fever of over 101. You could even ask the doctor.
What about Wednesday night?
Well, I only just been out of bed 2 days now.
You didn't use a car all that time?
No, sir. Today was the first day I've been in it since I've been sick. I told the officer who picked me up. I don't even know what I'm supposed to have done.
Well, it's like this, Willie. We've got an idea that you and your friends were prowling the city in your juiced-up buggy and beating up people.
I was flat on my back with the fever. You can ask my mother and father. Ask them yourself. I'll tell you.
Pick a card.
This time nobody crashes and no free drinks. Don't shake the table.
The cops pulled up to a house on Division Street.
So what?
So the guy who owns that car we took lives there.
Let him.
You always get the sweat about everything. Everything bothers you. What did they get the pop?
He won't talk.
No? He gets full of wine. He talks plenty.
So far, you're the only one who's talking. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, forget it. I'll tip off Pop. He'll know enough to keep his mouth shut. Afraid of your own shadow, aren't you, Ignatz? Let me do the worrying.
He was right here all that time, sick in bed.
I'm a sick man myself. Wouldn't be on relief if it wasn't for my arthritis.
Used to weigh 200 pounds and was over 6 foot tall. Look at him now.
I could lift more than 200 pounds with each hand. Couldn't I now, Gracie?
Willie ain't gonna go hungry now, is he?
He'll be all right, Mrs. Hanson.
I could get some food down to him. I wouldn't mind it at all.
But that won't be necessary. He's getting everything he needs.
I used to lift them beer barrels like there was nothing. Nothing at all. Couldn't I now, Gracie?
Yeah, like there was nothing.
What was the name of the doctor that took care of Willie?
Oh, Dr. Raspberry, the relief worker, Miss Lovett, she sent him over. When are you gonna let Willie come home?
Just a little while, Mrs. Hanson.
He's a good boy. You ask the caseworker, she'll tell you.
I will.
Now, Gracie. Couldn't I? More than 200 pounds.
Giant. A real giant.
It's the old question again. Which came first, the delinquent or the slum?
You want my theory or the one you read in the books?
I'll try yours.
Seems to me there are more delinquent parents than there are kids.
You know, for a policeman, you make sense. My own feeling is that the delinquent makes the slum.
And Willie?
His parents want to help, but they don't know how. And I know, mister. I speak from experience. Somewhere along the line, a kid's home fails him, and he strikes out at everybody else. Aggression. Get tough. Kick. Fight back. But who knows that better than you do? What do I do about it? Make notes in my record book. Joe T's in the danger zone. And that's as far as it goes. What do you do?
I keep looking for the answers.
I just remembered a choice piece of corn I picked up at college. Save a boy and you save a man. Save a little girl and you save a whole family. Cute, huh? Yes, Dr. Rossberry visited the Hanson boy on Tuesday last. Miss Lovett speaking. Yes, I'll be right out. According to the doctor's report, it's unlikely that the boy left his bed. Upper respiratory infection. On the other hand, it's not impossible. Client to see me. His glasses don't fit. Come in to see me again, Captain, anytime. I've got lots of theories that don't work.
Thank you, I will.
That key's been on the rack the whole time.
You sure?
I wouldn't lie. Honest, I'm an old man. I've got to make my peace sometime.
Thanks very much.
My pleasure, officer. Anything I can do for the law? Get your own.
Morning. Arrange to release Hanson immediately.
You're not gonna let him go.
The lead didn't work out, Sam. We checked all over. Starting with the parking lot on Regent Street where he keeps his car.
Regent Street parking lot. I don't care what anybody says. That was the car.
We can't prove it.
All right, I can.
How? Beat it out of him?
Like all the rest. Looking the other way, looking to let him go, make excuses for him because he's a kid.
You're talking nonsense.
What do you want to let him go for, then?
Because the boy is innocent.
The boy. That's what the lawyer will say. They don't hang kids out of juvenile hall. They send them to farms on vacations.
You sure changed.
I could have told you that.
A lot of things you could have told me. All of them out of the police book of regulations.
Isn't that why they issue them to police officers?
That's right, Matt. That's why they issue them to police officers. Your whole life in order. Let's lock up for the night. Hey, Tom, come here, take a look.
doing down there?
I don't know. Come on, quick.
I want those names. Who are the others? You got me wrong. I'll ask you once more. Give me those names.
Drop it. Drop it. Let him go, Matt. Matt! Take him down, Matt. Crazy fool, what are you trying to do? I told you he was innocent. You're a hothead. Nothing's gonna make you listen to reason. Think it's gonna make it any easier for you and your wife if you kill a man? Now go on and get out of here before I throw the book at you. This time you were lucky.
Yes, sir.
How much by the week?
I'll make a deal for a month. With service. How about $5? The garage around the corner gets dirty. They're putting a roof over the car. Oh, I wish I was cheaper to wash it for $1.
Okay, okay.
You said I've got... All right, I'll watch you. I've got to have your name, mister.
Holland, Bill Holland.
Bill Holland. H-O-L-L-I. There's more writing on this job, mister. What's your address?
I'll let you know tomorrow. I'm taking a room around here.
All right, that's $5 in advance.
All right.
That'll do it. Take any plot you want. It's all yours from now on.
Okay.
But nothing now could stop Sam Bennett. Driven only by hate and vengeance, forgetting home and job, he began a personal vendetta that knew no reason. He began to live on the level of the young hoodlums he was trying to find. For him, Willie Hanson's car was the one thin lead. For a moment, he tried prayer that his son might live. For all too brief a moment. The long chase had yielded nothing when Sam Bennett got an idea. A flimsy idea which might pay off.
That'll be $3 even. $3? There you are. You ever get up around here?
What do you know? Another grease monkey. I hear you guys got a racket up there, a real country club spot. I'm only kidding if you're the spotter for the boss. I'll get the windshield for you in a minute.
No, I like to practice.
That's the trouble with this job, force of habit. You know, the other day at the movies, I started wiping off the gum machine.
That car over there on the Regent parking lot, the tan job. They gas up here?
All the time. They were here a few days ago. A whole car full of them. 2 gallons of gas they bought. Big deal.
Come on!
All right, mister, I'll be there in a minute. Why?
I got business with them. You know where I can find them?
Most of them hang out at a club around the way. hijackers or something like that. Here's your change. 2 blocks down and 1 to your right. And if you don't see it, you'll hear it.
Let's go, shake it out.
All right, mister. Everybody's in a hurry. If I were you, I'd bring a lot of Marines with me. They play pretty rough down there.
Thanks a lot, man.
So long, pal. Coming.
I'll be back in an hour, Tess.
Take your time, Harry. Hi. What can I do for you?
Cup coffee, black.
Coffee, mine? Thanks very. You said coffee?
Yeah.
One coffee, special. You want something with? I mean, maybe you like a donut or a sandwich?
Nothing.
You new around here?
Yeah. Maybe you wouldn't mind giving me some information.
Sure. Such as?
I need a place to stay, hotel or something like that.
You mean a real hotel? Or a flop-type place? Because that's all we got around here.
I want something a little more permanent than that. I figure on staying a lot.
Well, it so happens there's room for rent in the place I'm staying. Oh, but Miss Gulber. Ain't that a chick? Miss Gulber. Well, that's her name, honest. She's nice and everything, I mean. Miss Gulber, she just got that screwy name.
Where do I find her?
28 Frawley.
Thanks.
Tell her Tessie sent you.
I'll do that.
Hey!
Yes?
In case she wants a reference, who shall I say you are?
Tell her Bill Holland.
It's a nice name, real nice.
You know, I'll be needing somebody to show me around the neighborhood.
Got anybody special in mind?
No. Nobody special.
'Cause it so happens this is my night off.
Where will I find you?
Real handy. It also happens I'm in the room next to the empty one.
What's that?
I'll let you know. You'll hear music. The walls are real thin.
So he played the angles. He'd use anybody, anything to get a fresh lead. Maybe the girl next door was the answer.
Come on in. It's open. Hi.
Hi.
See, you made it. Well, do? But don't strain yourself with the compliment.
All right, I like what I see.
When I like something, I go all out. Know what I mean?
Why, didn't you think I'd make it?
Who knows? Takes all kinds to make a world. Like this afternoon. Some joker comes in for a cup of coffee, or he never gets it up to his lips when 2 cops come in and haul him off. Real nice looking he was, too. His glasses, the briefcase. Like a lawyer or something. Respectable. So what's your line?
Looking for a job.
Yeah? What kind?
Anything I can get.
Not me. Some things I draw the line. So you're looking for any kind of job. I thought you were a man with a trade. Family-type man. Well, it's no shame, you know, not having a trade. Look at me, I got a trade. I'm a manicurist, cuticles and everything, only I'm real lousy at it. I took a course once in a school. I even got a diploma. Look at them nails. You can't even draw a straight line. Now, wouldn't you think a person could put on polish straight? Also, I'm a nail biter, and that ain't nice for the customers. So, all in all, they keep dumping me out of jobs. So what line did you say you were in, Les?
Grease monkey.
Real groovy, ain't it? Well, say, maybe I can make a connection for you. I mean, with some garage individuals. All kinds of people come in to eat. They all like me. Do you?
Do I what?
Like me.
What do you think?
No, I think you hear voices all the time. Like you outside this room and down the stairs and around the corner and a million miles away from here. I don't dig you.
It's just that I don't feel set yet. Being a stranger and everything.
Relax. Tessie's taken over.
Sure. Cigarette?
No, thanks. Never touch.
As soon as I make some friends, I'll be all right. Are there any, social clubs around here?
Yeah, but tonight's poker night.
Maybe we can walk down there later. You'll introduce me.
Oh, I just told you, no girls, no music allowed, strictly gambling.
We'll gamble.
What for?
Told you, I want to meet him.
Well, sometimes they hang out at a place called Rumsey's for kicks. Bebop, you know?
Well, you're the leader.
So, follow me. You gotta answer something.
Just looking.
Yeah. Only you're looking the wrong way. Nothing those chicks got I haven't got. This way, Dad. That's better. Crazy? Did you? The jam session.
Who didn't?
I don't know. You don't say very much.
Give me a chance.
Sure. Time is something I got plenty of.
You're young enough.
Look who's talking. Grandpa. I've been on the go since I was that high. I'm experienced. See, I never had no folks, and I had to learn to shift for myself. No, I had no real folks, you understand, because everybody's got to have a mother and a father. I just never knew mine. Just Gramps and Grandma. Real square, you know? Well, they didn't want me, and I didn't want them, so I just up and left, and here I am. You two. Hey.
Huh?
Where you been?
Nowhere. Just thinking.
Yeah? Hearing them voices?
It's being in a new place, I guess.
Sure. Believe me, I know what it's like being in a new neighborhood, not knowing anybody.
Well, it'll be different tomorrow when you take me down to the club.
How do you know I don't already have a date?
I don't?
Well, I have. The hijackers are giving a jump at the club tomorrow night. Jamie won't like it, but I like you. I don't know why, but I like you. You're a real oddball. You never even tried to kiss me. See? Like even now, you could have kissed me, only you didn't.
Give me time.
Sure. Like I said, time is something I got plenty of.
Bill was the last one to see him. He doesn't know where he is either.
How long are you going to stew here in misery? It's no good, Ann. You've got to snap out of it. Give yourself a break and give Sam a break. If it did any good, I'd understand, but it never does. Look at yourself. Maybe that's why he isn't here.
I tried, but I can't.
You think it's easy for Sam to see you this way?
No. Then I get to thinking. One minute you have everything. A baby, a husband. And suddenly there's nothing.
I had a boy once. He was old enough to ride a bike. He had an accident. If it wasn't for my wife, nothing would have mattered. That's what this ring is for. Reminds you of your responsibility to one another. Now fix yourself up and go out for a bit. It'll be good for both of you. You've got hope, but you got to show it. You got to go on living. Wow. Where'd you find it?
Coming into a street. I explained to Mr. Bennett how it was.
Been worried about you, Sam. What do you think?
Had an idea it was beginning to bother you guys coming down here asking for action.
So you stayed away, is that it? Stayed away so completely you didn't even go to work. Why?
I couldn't concentrate. I remembered next week was Father's Day, and I didn't know how I stood.
What makes you think you can do it better than us?
Well, I didn't say I could.
No. But you've got that look on your face. The martyr look. You're gonna do it all yourself, even if you kill some innocent kid along the way. Have you any idea how a case is broken? What it takes? The legwork, the build-up of the stray pieces into something with shape and meaning. It means walking and talking and questioning to run down one lead. And champs like you need us. What do you expect us to do? Welcome it?
Don't bother on my account.
Trouble is that I do. If I had any sense, I'd be home soaking my feet. And reading obituaries about citizen detectives who thought they could take over.
That all?
Yes, that's all. Sam. Don't get in the way, you'll get hurt.
I think it's a little late to worry about me getting hurt.
He's onto something, all right.
Maybe you'll lead me to it.
I'll take over. Cover the watch.
Sam!
It's all right, Ann.
I've been so worried.
It's all right,
The
Ann.
police have been here looking for you.
I know, I saw him up there. Look, I gotta go away for a while.
Why? Why do you have to go again?
Because I've got...
I have a right to know where you've been and where you're going. When's this gonna stop, Sam? Don't go. Please.
I told you, I must.
Not tonight. Tonight, let's have a date. What's happened to us?
We used to trust one another the way a husband and wife should.
We were a family then.
We've got to think of ourselves, too.
How? By doing the town dancing?
Yes, and it's so wrong to take a few minutes off to try to forget. Oh, Sam. You've got a gun.
All prettied up. Ready for a big night and your son fights for his life. Hello. Yeah. Regret to inform you your son passed away at 6:21. Get out of my way!
What's the hurry?
Furnish a broadcast description of Sam Bennett. I want him picked up for protective custody.
Yes.
Get back to me with a confirmation, Ed.
All right.
Protective custody? I'd have him up for assault.
Sure, not me. I'm sorry, man.
Forget it. Think he'll use that gun?
I don't know.
He's used it before. Korea. Quite a hero. You're making a mistake, Tom. Any man who'll hit a policeman won't stop at anything.
He's not hitting a policeman. He's hitting out at the world. I was in his way.
Funny. I remember you saying the same thing about the kids we're trying to find now. Doesn't seem to be much difference between the two.
Once again, the police department requests the assistance of the television audience in helping locate the following person. Sam Bennett, described as Caucasian, weighing about 150 pounds, brown eyes, dark hair. When last seen, wearing a light blue suit. If you know the whereabouts of this man, please call Police 5 1313.
What do you got, Ollie?
One bottle thrown from a car.
Looks kind of leaky.
I don't exactly recommend a refill. There were at least 4 kids in that car, and each one of them took a swig out of that bottle. And all of them left their fingerprints.
Oh, go ahead, sure, show.
Well, I took the liberty of a runoff. One of them has a record. Pete Johnson remanded to juvenile court on 2 different occasions, both assaults.
Pick him up. I'll get Mr. Bennett. Thanks, Ollie. I told you I wasn't much for dancing.
I'll teach you. I'll teach you lots of things. All you have to do is loosen up. Nobody's going to bite you. Except me.
Come on, let's get some air, huh?
Follow the leader. Into the backyard. Nobody. I was only trying to be friendly, you know. It's what I thought you wanted.
I'm sorry, Tess. I didn't mean to be rough. I know how you feel. I just didn't want you to get any wrong ideas.
Nobody ever means to get rough with me, but they do. Boy, I sure got the wrong idea about you. Right from the start. Right from the first time you came knocking on my door, I got the wrong idea.
I didn't make any promises, did I?
That's right, you didn't. It's an old story with me. I'm always seeing things in people that's never there. Wouldn't you think I'd learn by this time after all the kicking around I got? But I never learn.
I'll try to make it up to you, only don't rub it in. I feel like a heel.
You feel nothing. Didn't you know how I was beginning to feel about you? You're no different than the rest of them. You only look different.
All right, so I only look different than the rest of them, but I didn't want to hurt you. Not you, not anyone. Look, Tess, sometimes things stack up only one way. Don't you understand?
You talk big, but you say nothing. You didn't level with me, and that's something I can't go.
Some things you can't explain, Tess. Like the way a person feels inside. Deep inside. I wish I could help you. Wish I could love you, take care of you. But I can't. Don't you understand, Tess? It's not in the cards. I like you because you're my friend. That's the way it's got to stay. No more. Take my word for it. There's no future in it for you. Maybe some other time it could have been different. But not now. You understand, don't you?
Mister, believe me. Don't go passing out no favors. There's just as good fish in the sea. Well, drop me a line sometime. On voyage.
This is good enough. Like that? Man, as long as it's hard. How about a soul? All right, you talked me into it. Great, there you go. Hey, Tess, come on. You want to dance?
No.
Come on.
Waiting for Pete. He come in yet?
No.
Everybody stands me up first. My date, then Pete. He was supposed to meet me at my house.
What are you all dressed up for, Pete? Gonna have some fun?
Tough. He's making like Al Capone. That was a long time ago, Pete, before you were born. Answer the captain's question.
Nothing, just nothing. No reason. I got dressed. It's my birthday, huh?
How while you were carrying this? Cut yourself some birthday cake?
Where'd you get it?
I found it between my fingernails. I swear.
Recognize him at all, Mrs. Bennett?
Look up.
Who else was in the car, Pete?
I told you I don't know about no cars. What cars?
The car you and your friends use for riding.
I don't like cars. They make me sick. I got a pain right in here.
Where are they, Pete? Baby's father is gunning for your pals right now.
Some guy looks like me. Hey, blame it on me. I don't know what you're talking about. I swear to my mother's grave. Go ahead, hit me. Even if you break my neck, I don't know nothing. Kill me, I don't know nothing. What do you want?
That was my baby, Pete. I know you didn't mean to hurt him. You couldn't have. It's not for me to judge you. You didn't know what you were doing. But this time it will be deliberate, because there'll be other killing when you could have stopped it. That's why you've got to help us. That's all you have left. Your conscience. Please, Pete. For my baby.
They're at the club.
Where's that?
218 Madison.
Who else was with you, Pete?
Guy named Jamie, Frank and Marty.
You threw that bottle, right?
Jamie. Not me.
Miss squad car and 2 extra men.
What's the matter with it? Give up dancing?
Hey, Jamie, maybe something happened to Pete. I seen him, he was all dressed up, heading for your house.
Maybe I better check around and see what gives. Tell him to stay put if he shows up.
You're great, Marty.
Oh, thanks, man.
Can I buy you guys a drink?
New guy, just moved around here. Bill Holland, Jimmy Allison.
Hiya.
Don't I know you?
I don't think so. I just moved in the neighborhood.
I got a feeling we met before.
You might have seen me. I live around the corner in Tessie's building.
You Tessie's date?
She came with me.
Didn't he tell you? I'm not his type.
Hey, how do you like this guy? New around here and he cuts me out with my girl. You're lucky I'm a nice guy.
What about the drink?
Sure. You're buying?
Fix one.
Right.
Let's make it a couple.
On the way, on the way.
Wish we had something a little bit on this slop.
Well, what do you want for 2 bits? A pinch bottle?
Yeah.
Well, all right, Mr. Pinch. A real character, this character, you know? You know a better party?
Lots of them. We're on the south side by the college.
You mean Crash?
Why not? For kicks. These fraternity guys don't like to give you trouble. Sometimes on a Saturday night, I hit 2 or 3 of those places.
So long. I got my party right here.
But you guys were looking for action.
You talk real big for a new guy.
You sound like you're afraid.
What are you trying to sell? I'm anxious to get out of here, aren't you? Why?
You want to settle for this layout? It's all yours.
Okay. I'm game.
Count me in.
I'll go.
The stag? Or can anyone get in?
Hey. How about that?
I like to get taken for a ride.
I don't remember inviting you.
Why not? I always wanted to go to college.
Slop will get a little rough.
Well, don't worry about Tessie. She can take care of herself from now on.
You're still not going. Here, buy yourself a drink and stay out of my hair.
Thanks. I'll use it to buy back my introduction.
Mister, you don't know a good thing when you see it.
You haven't seen the good things yet. Come on, my car's out in back.
What do you want?
Jamie.
Beat it, no free drink.
I tell you, I've got a team. I've got information.
And I'm telling you for the last time, no free drink. Beat it.
Jamie! Jamie!
What do you want?
That guy is Sam Bennett.
Who?
He's Sam Bennett, not Bill Holland. The kid you hit with a bottle, remember? I knew you'd be getting me into trouble.
Now what's with this guy? Well, come on. Get in.
Oh!
What you want to do that for?
He's been getting for us.
This is what I mean.
I don't get it.
You don't have to.
He's the kid's father. The time we borrowed the car from Pop and had some fun.
Count me out.
Come back. Get behind the wheel, Marty.
Where are we going with him?
The lumberyard is going to have an accident.
Talk to him, Frankie. He's going crazy.
Come on.
Stay here.
All right.
We got a permit for the dance, officers.
Hello, Sam Bennett.
Sam Bennett, never heard of him. Oh, you mean the new guy? Kind of tall, black hair.
That's the one.
Yeah, he was here with Tess.
Okay, Tess, let's go. Where'd he go? Your date.
I didn't have a date. I'm solo.
You'll tell us everything because Pete already has.
Pete! I I don't know what you're talking about, officer.
I'll give you 10 seconds to tell us where he went or you're under arrest.
I don't know any fellow by that name.
Whatever name he used. Where'd he go? There isn't much time.
I tell you, I don't know.
You talk now, you may save his life. They'll kill him if they find out who he is.
But they just met him tonight.
That was the idea. He's been looking for them.
Sure. I get it. I was the intro for him. Well, let him take care of himself.
They'll kill him.
He had no right using me like I was dirt or something. Playing the blues, using me.
If you feel anything for that boy, you'll tell us.
I don't like being made a chump of. I get enough of that.
Every second you waste brings him nearer to death.
Well, they headed over to the university, to the fraternity houses.
Which one?
I don't know. They were going to crash. It was his idea, Sam's.
Who went with him?
Jamie, Frank, and Marty.
All right, come. Move. Take it down to juvenile division. Hold up the question.
Yes, sir.
Notify all your patrols in the vicinity of Chicago University. Be on the lookout for a Chevrolet convertible license 50672.
Smart guy.
Didn't show, sir.
You better do a house-to-house check. We'll cruise the neighborhood. Come on, Matt.
Turn off to the lumber mill.
What for? Do what I tell you.
Let's get him out.
You can't go through with it, Jamie.
Let's get him out of the car.
You're crazy. We gotta figure this out first.
Figure out what?
Nobody's gonna get me and lock me up like they did my brother. All my life, somebody's been trying to shut me off. Now you.
Look, they'll know. They'll get to us, Jamie.
Nobody will get to us. Nobody. Because nobody will ever find him.
Well, I got news for you. You can count me out of this.
Listen, you dirty yellow belly Polak. Help me get him out.
I can't! Oh, my bush. Goodbye, Jamie. Ma!
Get around the other way.
pull that trigger. Stay back. You use that, my men have orders to cut you down. Now listen to me. I know how you feel. But you'll be killing yourself and dragging Ann with you. Is that what you want? It's wrong, Sam. It's dead wrong. Never helped anybody.
Double talk.
I'm not trying to give you any answers, Sam. I don't have any. All I've got is faith and a prayer. Stay back! But I've got to convince you first, because if I can't, there's no future for boys like these. Someday somebody will come along with a better answer, but until then, we've got to understand.
Can you move your legs?
Doesn't matter. I'm not going anywhere.
You're in a bad way. Anybody you want notified?
No. Nobody.
What's your name?
I want a lawyer.
Jamie Allison. We've met before.
Give me another shot, will you, Doc? Quit looking at me like that. I'm not dying.
A fellow like you ought to have a chance to be sorry for the way he's lived. Might help a little bit. Somewhere.
Sound like the old man. Preaching. Always preaching. Let me tell you. I'd beat a lot tougher things than this. A lot tougher. You'd be surprised at things I beat. I can't move my legs. Come on, Doc.
Your whole life, you've never known when people were trying to help you. Even now, with time running out, you won't let anybody get to you.
Leave me alone. What do you want?
I want to know something. Why are you a killer for kicks? Why? What made you mad at the world? Don't you know, Jamie? Don't you remember? I'm not asking you because I'm a cop. I want to know. I want to know because I hate to see a kid wind up like a squash bug on a windshield.
Anybody ever give you something for nothing? They try to make you think they did. That's for the birds.
That made you hate everything and everybody decent?
Gotta take what you want. Somebody else will latch onto it. Ain't that right, Rocky? Everybody's alone, aren't they? You gotta find your kicks to go without. Rocky used to say, James liked the guy.